Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how I prep my eyes for any eye look that I ever do. No matter what color, glittery, not glittery, matte, doesn't matter. Because I have hooded eyes. And the older we get, the more droopy this area right here is going to get, okay? And if you don't have a hooded eye yet, you can see, like, a lot of people say, how do I know if I have a hooded eye? If you can see this area right here, like this is your lid, the skin that covers your eyeball. If you can look straight in the mirror and see that skin, you don't have a completely hooded eye. Some people's hood goes all the way down over that skin and they can't even see that skin at all. So I don't have a completely hooded eye, but this area is definitely drooping a little bit. And see, that's why that creasing is happening in there. Okay, see that creasing that's happening with the concealer that I put there earlier? That's why that's happening, and that's totally natural, but I'm going to show you how to kind of camouflage that today. Okay, the first thing I want to do is, we didn't put a ton of powder up there, which is good. And if you skip the step of putting concealer, you want to make sure you put a little concealer on your lids to be kind of tacky for the eyeshadows. And I go on my lid and up into, over the river through the hood, because I want it to be up on my hood, because I do put shadow up there. So that's going to smooth everything out. And I probably could have skipped this step because I already had concealer up there, but I just wanted to show y'all like how I kind of do it. I do use my finger because I want to help it melt and move up my eye a little bit. But you could use your all over blending brush too, whatever you want. Okay, next up is hazelnut. Everybody needs a good hazelnut and a good blending brush, okay? So I'm going to go into my hazelnut, and I just kind of coated my whole brush with it. Let me grab my mirror because, I don't want to use my phone for this. Okay, you want to not look straight ahead, because if you look straight ahead, you're going to put the hazelnut like right there. No, girl. You want to kind of look. I put my mirror kind of under me, and I push the hazelnut up into the hood. You're going to feel that bone right there. Just check out how I do this. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm not getting a lot. I'm trying my best not to get it on the lid and to not get it right underneath the brow. I'm getting it in that hood area. I'm not worrying about blending it perfectly right now. I'm just getting it right where I want it. And that's going to set that area back, so your eyelid will look further out, if that makes any sense. So we're pushing that area, we're pushing that hood back, so to make your eye look more awake and younger, okay? So let me try it again on this side, holding the mirror kind of under. This one is not as hooded, so I feel like it's a little easier. But the trick is to put it in between so now, and I'm also not getting it in this corner because I don't want this corner to be darkened. Just want that area where the hood is, if that makes sense. Okay, so I call that the placing of it. Now we're gonna do more of a blending effect to it, okay? So using my blending brush, same brush, I'm just kind of doing little circles, kind of blending that out, because you don't want that harsh line between the brow and the hazelnut. And if you are darker skin tone than me, you may have to go to a darker, but you just want to, I say hazelnut because most ivory girls and light beige girls, hazelnut's all they need, but you can go a darker brown. You just don't want to go black or anything like that. You don't want to do too dark. You're just creating an illusion. Okay. And be careful not to go past that area or that area. If you need to put tape there, put tape there, but I've kind of practiced enough. I don't think I go too far down. And there you go. That's how to mask your hooded area or your droopy eye area. And I know right now it's not a big difference, but it will make a big difference, trust me, in all your eyeshadow looks, okay? And let's just jump right into the eyes. What do y'all think? I like to use our liquid eyeshadows, and I'll show you the look that has been getting me the most compliments, because Mary Kay Ash said if you're not getting compliments, change up your look, right? So I use Light Beam liquid eyeshadow, and I start in that corner, and I just kind of do the corner and the first little section of my eye, like maybe not even a fourth, maybe like a 16th. I need a new eyeshadow. This one's getting kind of dried up, but I just do that corner, and if I had a super clean brush, I would use it to blend that in, but I'm not sure I have a super clean brush. So let's just use our fingers. I love how that brightens up that corner, and I put more on this side than I wanted to, but it's okay. If it gets crazy, just get a blending brush. I'm going to use my all over blending brush. Just kind of buff that out, because I did get too much on that side, but they're not supposed to be twins. They're supposed to be sisters. Okay. And that's how I do the corner. And then that was Light Beam. And so I'm going to use, sorry, I should have had this laid out. Pink Starlight. Looks great on everybody. And I'm going to do that in the center of my eye. I'm going to start at my lash line and build it up all the way to my crease. And I'm not going all the way to that corner, but I'm going pretty far. And if I had a clean brush, I would buff that out with my brush. But here, a finger works just fine. You want to be very careful not to go above your crease, because that hood has that hazelnut on there, right? And it's pushing that back, and it's going to bring this shimmery shadow to the front. And if I get really super close, you can kind of see how that's working, like hazelnut here, shimmer here, and you don't want to go up on your hood with the shimmer. That's another trick for 40 plus, is don't get shimmer on your hood. And I'm using the doe foot applicator a lot more because these shadows are almost out. I need to open new ones. But when you first open your shadow, you're going to just barely tap it, like it's going to have so much product on it, more than you need. And you're not going to need to, I mean, it's going to be full of product. So you're just going to barely tap it and then use your finger or use your brush. And then I'm just gonna kind of see if that's even. If it's not, I can build up. These are totally buildable and waterproof, so you only have a few seconds to get them where you want them, and then they're gonna set and they're gonna stay all day. So I'm just going to rub that pink Starlight, and I'm kind of going over the light beam a little bit because I don't want there to be a line, a division between the light beam. I just kind of want it to all blend in. So there we go. All right, and then the trick for me, for my eyes, I really love doing a matte on the outside. Shimmer in the middle and in the inner corner, but a matte on the outside. And I'm gonna use our Merlot. I love our Merlot because on me, it just takes a tiny, tiny bit. And the influencers I follow that are over 40 are saying that it's not about creating that V anymore. It's just about putting it in this corner and lifting this skin up. So it's all about this going up like this and not so much a V. So I want to show you how I interpret that. And I really need my crease brush for this, but you know what? Don't know where it is. So I'm just going to use an all over brush, and we're going to hope and pray that it works. So I don't need much at all of Merlot because it's a beautiful color, but it is so pigmented, and that's the way a lot of our shadows are. So I'm just putting a little bit on my all over brush, and then I'm resting my eyelid. I'm looking up, or not looking up, but you know, kind of. I want to show you, like she says, you want it to lift your eye area. So I know. You're like, what in the world? Just trust me. Okay, that worked better. I just laid the brush down in the color and got it kind of on the side, and then kind of just pushed it where I wanted it. Okay. Trust the process, y'all. Trust the process. Okay, I know it looks crazy. Don't worry. We're gonna blend. It's all in the blend. I'm going back to my blending brush that I used with my hazelnut, and I'm gonna blend. I'm blending toward the inside of my eye. I'm not blending out, not blending down. I'm keeping it up. Going a little bit on the hood. Can you see that? Kind of goes up on the hood a little bit. Nothing's going down, and it's not doing a V. Like, it's not going into my crease. It's just staying in this outer area. You're not going into the crease with it. Okay. Here again, if you need to use your tape, use it, but I'm trying my best to stay in this area, not going below it, and bringing this up and toward the inner part of my eye, but I'm not going, see, I'm not going in the center of that sparkle. I'm going up kind of on the hood a little bit. So it is kind of like we were taught, like, but it's not, so it's not this little V, and it's not in this crease area. It's more of a, I don't know how to explain it, more of a open, airy, lifting effect. and it's okay to go in your hood with it, but it's not okay to go all in that crease, because then you end up bringing darkness and shadow down here, and we don't want that. We want it to look open and young and awake. Okay, so that is my eyeshadow, and I'm gonna end this video and come back and do eyeliner and mascara. Probably should blend a little bit more right here. And you know what? If you get it too dark, do you know what you can do? Get a little bit, not a ton, but just a little bit of that hazelnut, and it'll soften it up. Especially if you get too much on your hood, that'll soften it up. See? That softens it. Because you don't want this dark shadow on the outside, but you do want a matte color there. Okay, next up is mascara and eyeliner. And I have curled my lashes, but I'm going to go back one more time and just curl them, because curled lashes help you look younger too.